Got Bruce, Rich, Steve, and myself. 3 boats, so 2 of us can solo and carry far too much gear. Only about half this gear is mine. Tarpy's got far too much gear. And Rich and Steve, you might be able to just see them up ahead there. They pushed off first to get away from a very obnoxious child and a mother that was a birth person. The river is really up. I don't know, that one campsite was elevated somewhat, but it might.
Yeah, it's not as bountiful chickens as gravel.
No, the gravel bars are going to be smaller, and some of them will be under. We're still passing Onondaga and the Outdoor Adventures campground there. Just about caught up to Rich and Steve. Nice breeze blowing upstream, so it twists the boat every chance it gets. Hard to track a straight line. Oh, if we wanted to paddle to the takeout, we could be there in 3 hours. And even at, let's say it's 5 o'clock now, we still have 3 hours of good light and then, 45 minutes of crap light. So, we were just discussing the river's a good couple feet higher than normal. I mean, even at a good river level. So a lot of the beaches that are normally here, like back there's normally a nice beach. It's underwater. And even that big beach at the end of Ozark Outdoors is usually just a big beach. It's an island right now. So we're fearing that the good campsite we were hoping for is going to be underwater. So, nice bluffage. That's a cave. It's got bars on it. Those guys didn't even see it. Wish I was here.
When you shot round in the foot with the BB gun.
I did?
Yeah. I can remember that. Dot swimming hole just aimed right at my foot about 4 feet away and shot me, and a little red dot just appeared on the top of my foot. Why? Because you're a sociopath. That might be the reason.
I mean, I don't remember doing that.
Oh, we were sitting there and he just kind of aimed it at his foot, and he's like, Ron's like, don't you dare do that. And he just went click, ping.
Well, it was like
and,
one of those.
and then you got up and ran, and he got up.
As a marksman. No, it didn't draw blood.
It was like one of those weak shell.
Oh yeah, yeah. That makes it okay.
No, I know it wasn't good. I don't
A
even
Daisy
remember
air gun, BB gun.
That makes it okay, but for some reason you wouldn't let me do it back to you. That is one heck of a big citronella candle.
We'll see if it works.
About need a blowtorch to light it. There it goes. Each ring is an hour. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Here's Steve. I like it. He's got the Sierra Designs backpack and tent. He's had it for a while. Your bug fly's got a little, I got some of that mesh tape kind of stuff. I don't know if I have some here. We can patch that if you want. But this is a tent that looks like it's got a few years on it. A few miles, probably some good memories. Good memories and miles. Tarpy's blackout tent, because he likes to sleep till like noon.
What's the pressure, man?
What kind of a tent has an electrical outlet symbol?
Same kind that's got lighted poles, lighted steel poles.
Yeah, these are probably steel, not aluminum. And this is my abode. Set up the REI Grand Hut 4-person tent that is just an absolute palace for me. And it's quick and easy to set up. I'm not sure I'm gonna put the fly on tonight either. Sunday morning, probably about 7-ish. There's the bed. Everything in here is moist. Started raining about 12:30. Like I had to go out 12:30 in the rain, putting the fly on. Gotta love it. There's Steve looking happy with the good night's sleep he had and the nice sunny morning that we've got going. Marvelous. Camp has been struck, except of course for, oh my God, Bruce's tent's down. Heck, it's almost packed up. He's doing his ground sheet. The river continues to rise. It rained all last night. Probably 6 inches to a foot higher than it was. My boat's packed up. Got nothing left but my chair, seat and stuff. I think to keep Bruce's boat from floating away again, we'll put his cooler in it. About 11:30, quarter to 12. We just left camp. Rained a little bit. Rained a lot overnight. River is up, and it's been going up, I'm gonna say 6 inches or so an hour. We finally left camp because it just kept creeping up. There's Bruce leaving. Rich and Steve are ahead. Probably doing a good 3 to 4 miles an hour without paddling. Just steering. But the Meramec is up. There's nobody else on the river because the concessionaires are not renting canoes. Doesn't look like they're even renting rafts. So we got 7 miles to go, and I'll bet you we do it in an hour and a half. 2 hours tops, and that's if we stop. Nice bluffage. Kind of nice to do 3, maybe 4 miles an hour and not have to do anything but steer. There's a lot of places like that's normally a beach and trees on it, and now you can paddle the other side of those trees, although it may or may not have an exit. Doing some moving. That's the first beach been high enough above water to be able to pitch a tent since our campsite. We finally caught up to Rich and Steve. Did you notice there was only one other place we could have camped from where we left our camp? And our camp was the first decent campsite that we found, so between Onondaga and here at this river level, I think there's 2 campsites. a tarp, and I had that once. We watched our campsite go under the water. What was that, 11 point?
You got out of there in time, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we were watching it rise.
Way the fuck up, though, to start with.
Yeah,
That's 4 or 5 feet, right?
yeah. And then all of a sudden our little island turned into 2 islands. At the low spot it filled in. By then we had our tents up. If it gets much higher than that, we don't want to float.
Right, exactly.
If it gets much higher than this, we don't want to float to Meramec. No camping spots, dirty water. I will say you travel swiftly, which is kind of neat. But the other thing is there's more dangers when it's this high.
Yeah, something stupid did happen with this
Hippo logs and shit where they don't normally are.
undercurrent.
Yeah. Haven't you hit any of those upwellings that kind of all of a sudden just push you to one side?
As I was leaving, my boss smiled at me and said, hey man, be careful, Meramec's taking a lot of people.
It has.
My boss,
My aunt told me that too.
Alcohol is usually involved. Now there's a bluff. That's a bluff. I don't think you'd want to. We found the remains of a deer that didn't jump far enough once. It's got to be a different Kurt Erickson. Hey, there goes a great blue heron. Yeah, it was somewhere in here that Steve pissed off that llama, and it came out into the water after us. And it was kind of doing that prancing step that he wanted to paw you with the front paws, and it wasn't like to high five you.
I couldn't back up quick enough in that canoe.
Yes,
Who got it this time?
I did.
Steve did. He whinnied at it like it was a horse.
Yeah, it was
And
a
it-
llama and a baby llama. And
The baby was Snow White.
I pulled up to it and I just went, and it started stamping its feet and charged me.
You said something real insulting in that meeting.
Whatever that meant in llama.
Right there, 'cause there was 2 little islands.
We actually finally, we parked down here because this is where we decided to stop and have a break around the corner. And that llama followed us all the way down around the corner. And finally we had to start throwing rocks at it. I don't think the rocks bothered it, but I think about 5 or 6 of us banding together. It didn't want to take on a herd of whatever we were. Well, that baby was Snow White, and it was just as pretty